Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys having a great Tuesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we're going to be taking a look only at the cartoon collection or Filmation style version of Merman from the Origins line. We'll take a look at him in the packaging. We'll look at his beautiful artwork he comes with. Of course, we'll compare this Merman to the other versions of Merman that we've gotten so far in the Origins line. We'll also take a look at the Super 7 Filmation style Merman and compare the two. And also, there's something very interesting with the artwork with this particular Merman here. I don't know if this was an oversight or just a simple mistake that the artist did in the back of the packaging, but we'll take a look at the differences. And I don't know what this means. If this is just a simple mistake or it's something else, and I'll explain what that is or what I mean by that. All right, but first, let's take a look at the good old Merman here. We have the 80s adventures right there. Something very new right here for the first time. In the front of the packaging, you have a warning, a choking hazard right there. So if you have like young ones in your family, just be careful with this particular Merman and his items. You have He-Man, the Masters of the Universe Filmation logo right here. You got the Gray Skull from Filmation, or Merman, the Ocean Warlord, and there's old Merman, straight out of Filmation. Looks absolutely amazing right there. There he is. You got the cartoon collection right there. Sticker, or the Filmation sticker. The Pearl of Power. I guess this is what they meant about the choking hazard. There's a small little pearl right there, so be extremely careful if you have young ones in your family, right? And the back of right there, you can see it looks like almost like a tuning fork, but it's his trident right there, his weapon of choice. There he is. Of course, the comic that comes with this particular Merman and Stratos. And once I do get a second version of Merman and Stratos, I will do a full unboxing with you guys. All right. Well, there you go. There's a nice little comic right there. It's absolutely amazing. It's really, really good. All right. Beautiful bluish purple sky right there. Of course, the cartoon collection is a little bit taller than your standard Origins figure. They're about half an inch taller because they stand more upright. You can see more definitions in the legs right there than your standard Origins figure. All right. Of course, this version, for the first time, doesn't have that corn cob sword with him, but beautiful face sculpt right there. Looks really good. All right. Around the back with some beautiful artwork right there. And of course, the Pearl of Power. I'm not too sure, and I have to watch the cartoon, and I might do that just for fun. I'm not sure who this particular wizard is on the show here. So it's called the City Beneath the Sea, where you will find this, the Pearl of Power. And you got He-Man and Man-at-Arms and Battle Cat being wrapped up in some bandage right there. All right. Of course, the cross-sell of the other figures right there. And I've done reviews and unboxed Tila and Trapjaw. And I do have Stratos coming as we speak right now. He's been shipped. And we'll do just to take a look at him very, very soon on the channel. So I cannot wait. And there is some art. There's the Pearl of Power right there. And there he is with his trident right there. Looks really cool. Merman. Absolutely amazing. All right. Includes comic books, some Mattel warnings and stuff like that. All right, so back to the figure right now. Looks absolutely amazing. Of course, let's get out the other versions of Merman that have come out so far. We can compare the differences in sculpt and face sculpt and body type. Of course, we just got this version not too long ago of the fan favorite Merman. So you can see the different, the skin tone is much different from the fan favorite. Now, I picked the fan favorite, and I do have the original Merman. And it's the same Merman. Okay, it's the same exact Merman. There's no difference. So I just picked the fan favorite Merman, as a comparison. But they're the same, with this Filmation version of Merman. All right. And of course, we did get that Lords of Power Merman right there. Back it up right there. You can see the difference in the face sculpts, the look of each Merman. you can see the different, shades of green for the most part. This has more of a tealish blue to it right there. Beautiful face sculpt right there. This has more greenish tone. A little bit darker bluish green tone right there. And this has a pure green tone. All right. All right. But there was another Lords of Power Merman, part of that Lords of Power 5-pack. And I do have that one here, guys. If you give me a second, I'll show you the difference between that one, too, between this Lords of Power version, the single-carded version. And the only, right here, he's right here. Sorry for the glare, guys. I apologize for that. Try to get a good angle. So there's that Lords of Power. And you can see he has got like some, stuff on his trunks right there. He's got that corncob sword with the blue tint in the middle right there. All right. Get back down here. So each version has its own unique style, and the question is, of course, what is your favorite version of Merman? It could be the standard, 80s remake here from the Origins line, or it could be the Filmation cartoon kind, or even the Lords of Power look of him. All right, you see the Pearls of Power, the Pearl of Power. He says, and this is kind of like you got the feet here. They're kind of like a combination of, in a way, of the vintage 80s or the original Origins version, and then you have the Lords of Power. It's kind of like almost like a combination of both right there. All right. Of course, let's take a look at his Super 7 Filmation style. All right. Look. It's right here. Came out in 2019. And this version, it almost has a dark blue tone to it. And he's got his spear right there. And, of course, the corncob sword. There he is right there in the packaging. As seen on TV. All right. So this version has a much darker blue tone to it. Of course, there he is. The beautiful artwork right there. And I do believe this is when the episode where Teela discovered who she really was, and Merman was part of that episode. Who she, her mother, her mother is Zor right there, and He-Man. All right. But I do like, now back to the figure here, it looks absolutely amazing. Now, the one thing I'm going to show you this, guys, and I don't, like I said, I don't know if this is just a simple mistake from the artist, or an oversight, or maybe there's something to it. I don't know. You might have seen it already if you had a keen eye. All right. So the figure itself looks amazing. Okay. You got the face sculpt looks incredible. The armor looks amazing. Right out of Filmation, looks really good. All right. Legs look great. Cool weaponry. Now the one thing is look at the hands. Okay, the hands are like they're gloved. All right. They're yellow hands. Okay. Of course, when we flip back around to the artwork right there, you can see the same yellow hands right there on, of the artwork of Merman. But if you scroll down to this right here, you can see his hands are not yellow. They're blue. Even this version are blue as well. Try to get it straight here. You got to get a better shot. And even the cross-cell of the Merman here does not have yellow hands. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's just a simple mistake from the artist, like an oversight, it might not mean nothing. Or it'd be kind of cool if there was a different variant of this Merman, okay? A variant that has blue hands, as the figure, and not yellow hands. I might be a long shot. It might, it's just like I said, it might be just a simple mistake that the artist didn't paint his hands yellow, and just gave us this version of Merman in the art, in the art form here. But I just found that very interesting, that the toy version, and this might be the variant and there might be some truth to it. Some that's a long shot, like I said. And like this could be the variant right here with the yellow hands, and somewhere out there, there is another merman like this with blue hands. I don't know if that's true or not. That'd be kind of cool. Let me know your thoughts about that. Like I said, this could be just a simple, mistake. And the artist just goofed up, and there's no variant. This is the only merman in the cartoon collection that we get with yellow gloves on, and there's no variant with blue hands right there. But if there is, I think that'd be kind of cool. If there's a different version of merman out there to hunt for in your collection. All right. So I just noticed that too when I first looked at him, and I was looking at all the artwork and stuff like that, and I saw he had blue hands. And first I thought maybe there's an extra pair of hands that come with him, and there's not. And then I'm like, well, I don't know why they decided to do that unless there is a different version of him out there. A little wink, wink, a little Easter egg maybe that for collectors. Just keep an eye on that. If there is a variant out there, which I don't know for sure. I think that'd be kind of cool, getting that different version of merman. So I thought that was kind of interesting, But beautiful artwork right there once again. There he is. So let's look at the artwork for all the Origins mermen. See the different styles of merman here from these vintage 80s or the first version of merman here. To, of course, the cartoon collection. And I gotta say, the cartoon collection, for me personally, has been nailing it with the look and the feel of these figures here, right out of Filmation. It looks absolutely incredible. And there, of course, is the Lords of Power version of him right there. I don't know. Also, I think they, with the Trident here, it looks amazing, and the Pearl Power. And I do like the fact that they're giving us an item from a famous Filmation cartoon. I think that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I mean, for the first time, in the Origins line, we didn't get that corncob sword, with merman. I think that was like a missed opportunity, like this version here. So they gave us that same corncob sword in this Filmation style merman, and I think that they could have done that with this version. But I guess they want to do something a little different. And I don't mind that. I'm not too, like I said, if you guys can let me know if you can remember, because I have the DVD and I can just watch the episode. It's called City Beneath the Sea. Once again, I'm very curious about this particular wizard right here. So let me know if you know who that guy is. All right. But there you go, guys. There's a look at Merman, the Ocean Warlord. All right. I'm happy to have it in the collection. Like I said, when I do get my second version, I will do a full unboxing with the Filmation style He-Man figures. All right. And like I said also too, guys, I do have Stratos coming very, very soon. He's on his way. He's been shipped, and he should be here very soon. We do a nice look at him as well. Looks really, really cool. All right. Also, guys, out of all the cartoon collection figures that have come out so far, if you have a favorite one, which one has been your favorite version of the cartoon collection? And I wish that, for another thing, I guess, for some reason or some rights, they couldn't call it Filmation collection, because this is basically the Filmation style, figures here. They had to call it cartoon collection. I wish there was a way for them to change that and put Filmation, because it's the same. I mean, Filmation had that same multiple color, logo on their, end. I wish, they could change it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cartoon collection. It's still fine. But it would be kind of cool if we can get that Filmation sticker. You could probably create one if you want to, for your collection. So I think that'd be kind of cool if somehow, some way, Mattel can do that for us. I think that would be a nice added touch, a nice little added bonus with these figures here. But like I said, what has been your favorite Filmation or cartoon collection figures so far? From He-Man to Skeletor to Man-at-Arms to Teela to Trapjaw to even Merman. And what are you looking forward to for the next, line of figures? I think Evil Lyn is coming soon, to Clawful, to Triclops is another one. Orko will be another amazing figure to get. Like a Cringer-esque, Battle Cat cartoon collection version of the figures here. King Randor to Queen Marlena. There's so many different variants. Fisto is would be a great one. Manny Faces. I hope this line will continue because I think it's an amazing line. Like I said, also is that this line right here, this cartoon collection, is slightly taller than your standard version of Origins line. They're about half an inch taller because they stand up more upright. You can see the difference in the tone right there, and the legs right there have more muscular definition in the cartoon collection, whereas the standard version does not have that. But but all three versions right here, as you can see, you can pop the heads off, you can pop the arms off, you can remove, pop from the waist off, if you wish, because it's kind of be a little bit weird because of all the different skin tones of these mermen here. If you want to create your very, unique merman in your collection, your loose collection, the ultimate merman, like if you prefer this armor right here to the Filmation style merman, you can change it out if you wish. If you want to change the legs out, and vice versa, or if you prefer the more old school merman armor here to the Filmation style, you can do that if you wish. And the great thing about this, being customizers, you can put it right back. There's no, it's not, it's very easy to put right back, and it'd be really cool. So out of the three mermans here, guys, what has been your favorite version of merman? For me, of course, I have to go with the Filmation style because I grew up watching the Filmation cartoon. But I do think, the vintage Origins, has that vintage 80s feel to it. Looks absolutely amazing, and, you can't deny this is an amazing figure here. So I would go 1, 2, and then the Lords of Power, which is like that first, that first toy line, before it became Masters of the Universe was Lords of Power, and so this is kind of like the very first merman in toy form here. Before we got this version here, it's still an amazing figure here. Again, like I love the armor here, everything about it looks incredible, but it's not this version here, And I grew up, in the toy world of the 80s, with this version of merman here. In fact, I have a loose version of that merman in my 80s collection. And here he is right there. This is my 80s version of merman. Looks really, really good right there. All right. All right, guys. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the Filmation cartoon collection merman compared to his, vintage Origins line here, to his Lords of Power right here too. And I'm very curious about the Turtles of Grayskull toy line. If we're gonna get a merman-esque figure in that line as well, it'd be pretty good, pretty cool. You can see I noticed the head sculpt right there with the fins right there on his ears. Looks really cool. All right. There you go. One more time. One more shot of merman. A must-have for any collector. Alright, guys. I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys all things Masters of the Universe, which could be the cartoon collection Origins version, to the vintage Origins line, which could be the vintage Origins line, to the Lords of Power right there, to the Turtles of Grayskull, to the Masterverse line, to the CGI line, all right, to Funko Pops, to Mondo, to like mini Eternia figures, all right. Hit that like button, and thank you for doing that, guys. It means a lot when you hit that like button or hitting that thumbs up button. It helps my channel to get out there to grow for more people who love He-Man and collecting Master Universe figures, to watch my videos and hopefully subscribing as well. So hitting that like button is a big thank you for doing that, guys. So thank you so much. Of course, hit that notification bell when we'll upload new videos. And tomorrow we're gonna look at so far all the Mattel Creations exclusives for the Masterverse line that I have in my collection. All right, and it's been quite a few. I don't have all of them, but I do have quite a few. And we'll take a look at all of them throughout the week. Of course, I do have Stratos coming as well to take a look at. So stay tuned for that. It's been a lot of fun, guys. Share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Could be, I mean, over 80 years. I mean, 80 years. Over 40 years, guys. I apologize. Like the 80s, the Classics line, the Super 7 line, the 2000X line, the New Adventures to Princess of Power as well, to the Origins line, which could be the Masters of the WWE Universe, to the Vintage Origins line now, to the, of course, the Cartoon Collection, the Turtles of Grayskull, to the, of course, CGI and Masterverse line. I mean, Mondo, Funko Pops, I mean, you name it, guys. This incredible product. Turtles of Grayskull as well. I mean, this product is kicking butt and absolutely amazing. And also, guys, one more thing before I sign off is that if you, I'm sure you're aware that, of course, on the 21st and the 22nd on Mattel Creations, they'll have the Secrets Revealed video. And there is an image now on MattelCreations.com, okay, for Cyclone. And I think within 3 days left, or less than 3 days now, he'll be up, I believe, for pre-sale. I do believe. So the 21st, for the most part, will be very heavily set on Master of the Universe line, okay? There's a list of all the events going on and all the different products for Mattel is going to have. And if you look at it very closely, the 21st is going to be very heavily set on Mattel, I mean, on Masters of the Universe. And there is an image now of Cyclone. And I do believe within less than 3 days, I do believe he'd be up for pre-sale. I'm not sure about Extendar or any of the Turtles of Grayskull figures, but there is an image of Cyclone for the Origins line, so just keep an eye on that if you want to have him added to your collection. All right, so it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know about the 22nd because there's nothing about Master Universe on the 22nd. It's the 21st. But I would watch both days just to be safe. And also be very careful. I mean, not be very careful, but just keep an eye out the other buying, figures, because you never know. They might sneak in, Extendar, on the, in the buy list. So just be aware of that. Just be very careful about that, guys. All right. Just want you to make sure you get, every figure you want in your Origins line, like from Cyclone to Extendar to any other figure that you might need in your Origins collection. So just keep an eye on that. Okay. All right, because I want all you guys to get this amazing brand here. All right, now I'll do my best to get at least one figure from the, from Cyclone, and if you do have Extendar, able to be purchased that same day, I will try to get him as well. So, but for sure, Cyclone is, there's images of him and there's a countdown clock for him. So I will be at least trying to go for him. All right, so. Hopefully you guys will be able to get him as well in your collection or yours. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right. So guys, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.